Hey YouTube universe, thank you for stopping by here at Comic Rhema. This is going to be a special video for my good friend Shawn. He asked me a while back to show my CD collection for ECM, and I didn't get a chance to do this video until today. Wishing everybody great holidays coming up and hope everybody's been well. So I'm going to show the CDs that I have. I'm also gonna show some records. Might as well show everything I have for ECM. You can hear a little bit of the background music. We're listening to this. The Colors of Chloe. Here's the back. Here's the main artist for this album, recorded in December 1973. And this is side 2 that we're listening to now. So the first one I have here is Manu Katché with some other artists. The album is Neighborhood. Manu Katché is a drummer, percussionist. He's played with various artists, Sakamoto, the Japanese artist, Joni Mitchell, and many others. This is from 2005. Here's the lineup. It's a great album. This is like a promo, I believe. I was thinking about doing a study on ECM labels. I'm not sure about some things about the ECM label, especially the labels they use for CDs. I have noticed that they use ECM on the label in blue, green, or red, but I don't know what those colors mean for each release. Usually you'll have this 80s format of CD, and it's very lightweight. The early 80s and late 80s, the CD is a lot heavier, and some German releases, they have different format here for the releases on the CD label. The album finished. Now we're listening to this Spring 93 of new releases, a compilation from ECM Records. Here are the various artists on it. Here's what the spine looks like. Where I don't see a lot of, actually I've never seen any individual show an ECM tape. Next got the Healer Ensemble, one of my favorite artists on the label. This is Murmur with some Bach pieces. This is from the ECM New series. I was really excited when I got this, but was not impressed by the album. Hopefully with more listens I'll be able to enjoy it more. This is probably my favorite piece now for ECM Officium. It was on sale at Amazon for $25, the vinyl. Probably went up on price by now, but amazing stuff on here. Jan Arberg on the sax, and some various beautiful pieces on here. This comes with a thick booklet, just like the one before this one, Murmur, and you got different liner notes here. But definitely, of all the ones I'm going to show, this is one I recommend. And next we have this this piece by Arvo Pärt. Arvo Pärt's my favorite composer. Amazing stuff he creates all the time. He usually studies some texts when he's doing creating a piece. So for this particular piece, he was reading some texts, I believe from the 1600s, and I believe it was from a monk. A monk wrote a book. I'm not sure if it was a book or a pamphlet. He was writing prayers for every single hour of the day, and that's what this piece is based on. This is basically 24 small pieces, and each piece is for each hour of the day. It's based on our prayer. Beautiful, beautiful piece. There's 2 other pieces on this album. Highly recommend this one. Arvo Pärt, another album to Doom from 1993. Here's probably one of the most famous pieces from Arvo Pärt. This is Pasio, Basio, the Hilliard Ensemble. This is from 1988. Great piece. Hard to find on vinyl and very expensive. Arvo Pärt in Principio. Again, from the ECM New Series. ECM New Series usually focuses on modern classical music. This is a newer piece from 2009. And here are all the pieces on this. Here is probably one of the first CDs I ever got from ECM. Probably one of the first 3 or 4. This Luminescence, Jarrett and Jan Garbarek. It's kind of like free jazz from 1975. 3 really long pieces. Ralph Towner and Gary Peacock, the bass player who passed away in last years. Close review. Shawn, I just realized I have another copy of this if you want this. Beautiful album here. Beautiful album. Recommend that one. Here's a newer artist I'm getting familiar with. This is Valentin Silvestrop. And he kind of is in the same range as Arvo Pärt. Kind of writes his pieces the same way, gaze ideas from ancient texts. And this one's a cool piece. Has some violin sonatas and concertos, some string quartets. Here's the ECM Spectrum Volume 1. This is a compilation. This is an older ECM label, and this is a German press. This is what it looks like. It's a little bit different. Has a circle all around it, and the CD is a lot heavier. Here's another beautiful album from George Gustafsson Trio, The Ground. The way it's recorded is so clear, crisp, and beautiful. So this is one to listen to as well. Here's a classic. Probably every ECM collector has this. It's probably one of my first CDs I ever got. It was just Jarrett solo piano. Some Pärt Metheny. Got this release from 81. This release, can't remember when this is from. Late 70s or 80s. Yeah, this is what the spine looks like. Here's Pärt Metheny, New Chautauqua, ECM. The back cover is a little bit beat up. Here's the label of pretty much every ECM vinyl release. Here's my most prized possession of ECM, and probably my top 3 records from ECM. Again, Arvo Pärt, and I was just blown away of how much I got this for, because this has gone up in price from $100 to $200 range. Definitely recommend this. Ralph Towner, Gary Burton, Matchbook. Don't remember much about that one. Steve Kuhn on Fiction. The artists here. Pärt Metheny Off Ramp. This was my gateway to ECM. This is the first album I ever sampled from them, and first artist I was exposed to from ECM. And I've had a weird relationship with ECM because back here in LA, there was a gang tagging crew called ECM, which stood for Every Cop's Misery. So every time I pick up a ECM record, I'm reminded of that's. I'm also reminded of Sherv. Sherv did a great video maybe about 2 years ago for Rob, and he showed every ECM release that he has, and what a beautiful and dynamic collection. I mean, I think he has a whole shelf full of ECM records. American Garage. Here's another great one, another recommendation. Special Editions. This is a great album. Here's Jack there. Another amazing album. This is Keith Jarrett with Hemispheres. He uses Baroque organ in Germany, and each piece is named. I remember correctly, it's named for a specific reason. It's marvelous. I had to get the album on vinyl. Beautiful one. Here's another cool one from Pat Metheny, Rejoicing. Here's them on the back. Here's another recommendation, Steve Reich Tehillim. Based on the Psalms of the Hebrew Scriptures. Beautiful stuff. I have another version of this on CD, but it's not from ECM. I can't remember the label it's from, but it's not on ECM. It's weird. I'm not sure if it was re-recorded, re-released. I'm not quite sure. Here's ECM Path Prints. I only have the record. I don't have the cover. Sargano Seed is another classic from ECM. Here the artist here from 1976. And I found this box set not that long ago for about $2 record. It's like 3 records in this one. So it's the solo concerts by Berman Lusan. Great peaceful stuff. I don't remember. I don't think it has liner notes in it. Yes, it does. Here's Keith. There he is on the piano. There is Walking and Thinking. There's some liner notes. Here it is again. Other recordings with Keith Jarrett. I think I might have listened to pretty much everything Keith Jarrett has recorded. A lot of the newer stuff I'm still catching up with. Interesting stuff and work and evolution he's gone through on his work. So here's another recommendation, the solo concerts. And lastly, probably my last recommendation is this Keith Jarrett, the Psalm Bear concerts. These are just the excerpts, but there's a whole box set that just came out, but it's very pricey. It is available also on CD, but I've streamed it, and it's beautiful concerts. There's a couple of tracks that I really love from the whole Psalm Bear concerts. I can't remember at this moment. I think it's the Sapporo and the Nagoya Encore. I don't think they're on this one, but just amazing piano stuff on those pieces. Yeah, the Psalm Bear concert. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope everyone's doing well. wishing you guys a great holiday coming up. God bless you guys. Be in peace with yourself. Be in peace with everyone around you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.